You know what movie is doing well in the box office? Star Wars The Last Jedi. But you know what else is doing well? Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. So let's talk about the director. Hey everyone, welcome to the ranking. Here's my ranking of Jake Kasdan's movies. Yes, director Jake Kasdan just did Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which is doing pretty decently well in the box office. So I thought to celebrate this director, I'd do a ranking of all of his films, all 7 of his films, from at least to my favorite. He's a very unique filmmaker. He's got 3 bad movies, 3 good movies, and 1 okay movie. So seems to be a pretty leveled ranking, so let's get to it. Here's my ranking of Jake Kasdan's movies, and yes, if you're all thinking it, it is true. Jake Kasdan is related to Lawrence Kasdan, the writer of Raiders of the Lost Ark and Empire Strikes Back. Yes, Lawrence Kasdan. It's weird that I'm doing a ranking for Jake Kasdan and not Lawrence Kasdan. I will do that ranking for Lawrence Kasdan very soon. I digress. Anyways, here's my ranking of Jake Kasdan's movies from my least favorite to my favorite. Alright, coming in at number 7 is his shittiest movie I think he's ever made, and it's probably going to be the shittiest movie he will ever make, because I don't think he can possibly get any worse than Sex Tape. Sex Tape is stupid, ridiculous, dumb, fucking atrocious. It's Jason Segel, it's Cameron Diaz. They have 0 chemistry with each other, 0 laughs with each other. It's just about an old married couple making a sex tape, but then it gets released to the whole neighborhood, and they have to try to delete all the files to their sex tape. The whole movie's a product placement for Sony, and it's just a stupid, ridiculous fuck-turd of a film. Hate this movie. Coming number 6 is, once again, a Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz comedy, which is Bad Teacher. Bad Teacher is trying to be like Bad Santa, but for teachers. And it has neither the charm or the wit of a Bad Santa. This is not a good movie. It's just an asshole teacher being a teacher so she can get money for a boob job to impress Justin Timberlake. She also has a thing, at the end she has a thing for the gym teacher, which is Jason Segel. Just it's a story about just douchey, unlikable teachers. It's not funny, it's not enjoyable, didn't like the characters, didn't like the story, didn't like the laughs, didn't laugh once in this film. It's not a good movie. Just don't put Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel in a movie together anymore. Jason Segel's too talented for that, and Cameron Diaz just, well, it just suits her, but I guess, because she doesn't do good movies anyways, but still. Bad Teacher, not as bad as Sex Tape, not as bad as Sex Tape, but still a pretty awful film. Coming number 5 is Orange County. Yes, no, it does not star Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel, but it has Colin Hanks, and it has Jack Black and stuff, and pretty much it's about this kid who's trying to get into Stanford, but he gets rejected, and basically he goes on this like kind of road trip with his brother and his girlfriend, trying to get his acceptance letter to Stanford. He wants to be a writer and everything. This movie's not good either. I don't find it very funny or very enjoyable. Didn't like the characters. It's very bland. It's very predictable. Jack Black has a laugh or two, but just it doesn't work for me. I saw this movie a couple times when it came out in the early 2000s. It just doesn't hit well with me. I know there's an audience for this film, and I know a lot of people do get a kick out of it, and they do find it very funny. Some people even have nostalgia for it, which is cool, but it's not a movie for me. I couldn't get into it. Coming number 4 is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Yes, I just did a whole review of this. I'll leave a link down below. Don't need to talk about this movie. I'll leave a link down below to my review for Jumanji. My opinions haven't changed about this movie. It's okay. I know a lot of people are loving this film, which is cool. It's not as good as the original Jumanji. It has its moments. Dwayne Johnson's great. Jack Black steals the whole film. It has enjoyable moments. It's very adventurous. It can be very fun. I found it very predictable. I didn't like some of the characters. I thought Kevin Hart was annoying. It's an unnecessary sequel. I felt the movie itself was just very unnecessary. Has a lot of flaws too. Has some stupid villains, very over-the-top villains in the film as well. I don't know. I didn't love it like a lot of people did. I didn't hate it either. I thought it was just okay. Again, I'll leave a link down below. You can watch my review. It's just an okay movie. It's an unnecessary sequel, but I can see why people like it. Coming number 3 is Zero Effect. Zero Effect stars Bill Pullman and Ben Stiller, and the story is about basically a private investigator who has a very weird personality, and he's very kind of socially awkward. And it's about his assistant, played by Ben Stiller, and they have to solve this case and stuff. And Bill Pullman also falls in love with a girl. He also has to pretend to be an accountant and stuff. And this is just such a very different and unique dramatic comedy. I liked the story. I actually enjoyed the performances. I tried to put this movie in my favorite Ben Stiller's list. I thought Ben Stiller was really enjoyable in this film. I liked his back and forth with Bill Pullman. I thought Bill Pullman was so good in this film. I liked the story. I just liked that it was just kind of a different, out there, dark comedy, and it was just such a different film for Jake Kasdan. That's why I liked it. It's a good movie. Nothing amazing, but it's good. Coming in number 2 is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. This was shockingly good. I remember when the trailers for this movie came out in the early 2000s, it looked stupid. It looked so dumb, so unfunny. I had zero interest to see this film. I did not see it in theaters. I did see it when it came out to rent. I did rent it at Blockbuster when Blockbuster was still a thing. And it was good. It was funny. It was really funny. It's a parody of Johnny Cash. It's a parody of Walk the Line and stuff. And it has John C. Reilly, Jenna Fisher in the film, and it's funny. It's a bit crude and pretty vulgar at times, but it's funny. It's a really funny parody. This is actually a good satire film. This is during the years, there's been a lot of good satires in a long time. Back in the Mel Brooks age and the Zucker age and stuff, that's when parody was done right. This is actually a legit good parody film. It's funny. I thought John C. Reilly gave a great performance and a lot of great comedic timing. There's a lot of jokes they throw at you, very fast-paced jokes. Again, it's a bit vulgar and crude, so it's not for everyone. And if you're not a fan of parodies, definitely not for you. I don't even like parodies, but it was funny. And my number 1 favorite Jake Kasdan film is probably a very underrated film. Definitely his most underrated film, and definitely one of the most underrated comedies out there, and that's The TV Set. The TV Set has David Duchovny, Ian Grufford, and Sigourney Weaver. It's not as good as Broadcast News. That's a way better film. That's James L. Brooks and stuff. But it's still a good movie. It shows the realism of being on a TV set and stuff. Way better than Morning Glory. That was a terrible film. See, good movies about TV sets, Broadcast News. Shitty ones, Morning Glory. This is more on the good side. Way more on the good side. I love the performances. David Duchovny, Sigourney Weaver, Ian Grufford are all great in this film. Judy Greer's even in this movie. She's really good. It's got a lot of good comedic timing. It's short and it's to the point. It's out of Jake Kasdan's films. It feels more layered to me. It just feels more enjoyable to me, and just the easiest one to get through and stuff. Again, I love Walk Hard and stuff, and Zero Effect and stuff. Those are great films, but they're not films I will watch a lot. This one I'll definitely watch multiple times, and possibly even buy the Blu-ray. This is actually a really good, really underrated comedic film about the TV industry and stuff, and all these characters, enjoyable characters, and great performances, great comedy. I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, it's my favorite Jake Kasdan film. So yeah, that was my ranking of all of Jake Kasdan's movies from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your ranking of all of Jake Kasdan's films in your opinion, from your least favorite to your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.